Alright, folks, contain your enthusiasm for this great update to the Baofeng UV5 radio pack. This is about radio communications, ham radio, amateur radio, GMRS, the walkie-talkie frequencies for the United States and Canada, license-free here in Canada for the GMRS UHF frequency band, and these are specific for Nova Scotia and area. So if you want to get into listening to ham radio or listening to weather stations and fire pages and all that sort of stuff, the UV5R is a super cheap radio you can get, and with my great expertise in programming them, I present to you the great Baofeng UV5 Mega List for 2019. If you want any more information, just go to the website. Here we go. Let's do a little rundown of what the slots are on this amazing radio. Okay, channel 0 I have for personal use, so I can filter out bozos if it gets too much of a hassle when you're on the radio and somebody butts in and wants to screw up your voice, chat with somebody else. And here are the first 7 GMRS channels. Radios cannot have channels 8 to 14 if they have a removable antenna. That's the law in Canada. But GMRS frequencies that are listed here, you can have a detachable antenna. These are the weather channels you'll be able to pick up around the province and all across Canada. These are the Canadian frequencies. I think the American frequencies are exactly the same. They might be in a little different order, but I just have them in frequency order here. And GMRS channel 15 to 22. Channel 20 is the unofficial emergency channel. Just use it for calling out. I tend to monitor that anyway. Channel 22, you'll hear some hunters on that frequency, maybe some ATV off-road users use it. And here are some frequencies that are no longer used by police departments, and they've been reallocated to multi-use services for VHF. It is pretty dead on those frequencies. I don't even know if they're allocated anymore, but they're there for your use. And if you want to listen to Ferries or the railway, they still use VHF some of the time. Ferry, Cape North, Argentia, Englishtown Ferry. It has its own little pager there, so if you're going around the Cabot Trail, you can hear that. Okay, let's get into the ham frequencies. 2-meter calling frequency. Here you go. And from my Nova Scotia list, I have it sorted in a particular order. So we have Cape Smoky, Boysdale, Hunters Mountain, Sydney, Glace Bay, Oban, Margaree area, Antigonish. You get on the mainland: New Glasgow, Westville, Pictou, Guysborough, Sherbrooke, Sheet Harbour, Musquodoboit Harbour, Dartmouth, Hammonds Plains repeater up on Cowie Hill, Cowie Hill repeater. The main Halifax repeater for the Halifax Amateur Radio Club. Hammonds Plains, I'm hearing a lot of packet on that recently, so I'm not sure what it's going to be used for. Oh, I got them mixed up here. This one might be the packet 1.49 might be the packet. And PKT is back in operation now as a link to the Mavcon system. Upper Sackville. Alright, down the province we go. I don't need to tell you all about these. You can look at the list yourself and figure it out. Okay, Amherst, Sackville, Shediac. I think these are current, I'm not sure. Cadiaville, Miramichi, Moncton, Sussex, St. John East, St. John West, St. George, St. Stephen, Grand Manan Island, and then looping back to Cavendish, PEI, O'Leary, Charlottetown. I'm not sure if this one is still active or not, and another Charlottetown frequency. And if you're on UHF, you can click into these repeaters across the province. BBC, I'm not sure where that one is right at the moment. Valley. And I have a page, fire paging from Ingonish, Cape Breton. That covers a long area along the Cabot Trail. And Marine Channel 16. Mutual aid if people are out on multiple services and they want to talk to each other on simplex short range, that you use that. Fire control pages for the province are on that frequency, and if you're in the Halifax area, you'll get them on this frequency as well. Marine frequencies 67, 68, 69, 71, 73, 74. Those are all for non-commercial use of marine frequencies. And HP here stands for HP sauce. No, it's Highland Park. So you're up in the Cape Breton Highlands Park, you can get all such reports of where they have fires and bear sightings and injured trekkers, etc., etc. And if you want to listen in on the PRS, the private radio service for businesses, if you have a license, you can use those frequencies there. So the Motorola frequency is there, the Uniden frequency is there. This one is used a lot more than the Motorola. So you can hear a lot of road workers on these frequencies, as well as some shopping malls, etc. But mainly this pack is for the ham radio user who also likes to dabble in a bit of other frequencies there that are license free. So go visit the website and enjoy the pack. I'll try to get it up there today. Adios, 7-3s.